The birth of a child is undoubtedly one of life's greatest gifts, but it is also one of its most challenging times. Few people understand the weight of these challenges better than Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales. While many may assume that her interest in early childhood development is due to her own experiences as a mother, there is something far greater at play in her life, a journey of immense personal struggle and incredible resilience that has unfolded behind palace walls. For months, royal watchers speculated about Kate's absence from public life, a silence that was deafening, not just for the media but for the world. When she suddenly vanished from her usual royal appearances, it left a void, no photos, no statements, no updates. The speculation and rumors ran wild. Was she simply taking a break, or was something more serious happening behind closed doors? The whispers were endless, and the uncertainty of her absence raised more questions than answers. The palace remained tight-lipped, adding to the sense of mystery surrounding her disappearance. For someone who had always been a steady and reliable presence, this sudden silence felt more than just a break from the spotlight. It felt like something deeper was happening, something that only the royal family knew, and they were determined to keep it behind closed doors. As the internet filled in the blanks, rumors about her health surfaced, but the palace remained silent. Every rumor fueled more speculation. Kate Middleton, who had always been a picture of grace and composure, had seemingly disappeared from the public eye without warning. Her absence did not seem like a planned sabbatical, it felt sudden, and that only deepened the mystery. In a world where every royal moment is documented and discussed, her silence spoke volumes. Behind the scenes, a personal battle was unfolding. It was a battle Kate had no choice but to face away from the cameras. So, what exactly had been going on during that silence? And why had the truth been kept hidden for so long? The moment of revelation came on June 15th, a date that would mark a dramatic shift in the narrative. The annual Trooping the Colour ceremony arrived, and with it, a surprise no one had expected. Kate Middleton was back. She made her first public appearance in months, and it was not just any royal event. Trooping the Colour is one of the monarchy's most significant and symbolic occasions, and Kate's return to it felt deliberate, powerful, and quietly emotional. As her carriage made its way through the streets of London, the crowds erupted into cheers. But there was more to her appearance than just a royal wave. Kate looked different. She seemed slimmer, her expression softer, yet her eyes carried the weight of what she had been through. She waved with grace, but the sadness and resilience in her eyes told a deeper story. Prince William, always by her side, never left her, his posture calm, his attention focused entirely on her. It was clear he had been her silent support, walking with her through a challenging journey. Despite the fervent attention surrounding her return, Kate said nothing. No speech, no statement, just her presence. That was enough to stop the frenzy for a moment. But silence can only hold for so long. The questions continued. If Kate was well enough to attend this event, why had she been absent for so long? The truth, however, was far more complicated than anyone could have imagined. On June 22, Kensington Palace released a video message from Kate herself. She appeared calm yet serious, composed but undeniably vulnerable. She thanked everyone who had supported her during her time away and then revealed the truth that had been hidden for months. During a routine abdominal surgery in January, doctors discovered something unexpected: cancer. It was not part of the initial diagnosis, making the news all the more difficult for Kate to process. Further tests confirmed it, and soon after, Kate began a course of preventive chemotherapy. The diagnosis had come as a shock not just to Kate, but to her entire family. It was a lot to take in, and she needed time to understand, to process, and to protect her children from the worry that had suddenly entered their world. She spoke with warmth, but every word she spoke carried the weight of what she had endured. This was not a rehearsed palace statement, this was a woman choosing to face the world on her terms, offering a glimpse into her personal battle with illness. Her message was clear: she wasn't hiding, she was healing. Her journey was one of resilience, but it also marked the beginning of a much larger story. For the millions of people facing similar battles in silence, Kate's decision to share her journey publicly felt powerful and important. But how did she manage everything? How did Kate balance motherhood, her royal duties, and her health? Chemotherapy is no small challenge. It's not just about taking medicine, it's about adjusting every aspect of life. The fatigue, the physical toll, and the emotional weight, Kate felt it all. Some days, she had the energy to play with her children and move around the house. Other days, even getting out of bed felt like an insurmountable challenge. And yet, despite all this, Kate kept going. She had an unwavering commitment to her family, her children, and her royal role. Prince William, ever the supportive husband, took on more royal duties, managing their household, and staying close by Kate's side. His role during this time was clear: he needed to be a rock for his family. His focus was on being present, steady, and offering Kate the space she needed to recover. Together, Kate and William made decisions based on what was best for their family, not what would make headlines. Their children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, were their top priority. Kate and William worked hard to ensure that life at home remained as normal as possible, with routines and gentle conversations that shielded their children from the gravity of the situation. Kate's return to the public eye wasn't immediate. It took time, and when she did return, it was on her terms. Her second public appearance came in October when she visited families affected by a local tragedy. It wasn't a flashy visit, there were no grand speeches or photo ops. Instead, Kate spent time with the families, engaging in quiet conversations that felt deeply personal. This wasn't just a royal duty, this was Kate showing up as a human being, someone who understood pain and uncertainty. Her words were measured and deliberate. They weren't spoken from a place of sympathy, they came from a place of experience. Kate had walked through a storm, and now she was sharing that journey with others. This was not the same royal who had stepped away in January, she had changed. The person who returned was someone who had faced personal struggles and emerged stronger, more empathetic, and with a renewed sense of purpose. But the questions still lingered. Was Kate ready to fully embrace her royal role again? Could she continue balancing her health, family life, and public responsibilities? One of the most powerful moments of Kate's journey came when she visited the Royal Marston Hospital, where she had received her treatment. It was a full-circle moment, one that was symbolic in many ways. Kate had returned not as a patient, but as a voice for those still in the fight. Walking through the halls of the hospital, meeting with patients and staff, Kate was not just there to visit, she was there to connect. She understood the uncertainty, the fear, and the hope that came with the waiting rooms. Her visit to the Royal Marston Hospital was more than just a royal appearance. It marked the beginning of her advocacy work. Kate has since become a passionate advocate for early cancer detection, emotional wellness, and patient support systems. Her story is no longer just a headline, it is a mission. She has dedicated herself to helping others who are navigating similar paths and using her platform to shed light on important issues in healthcare. Kate's journey is not just about overcoming a personal challenge. It's about redefining her role within the royal family. She is no longer just a figurehead, she is an advocate, a voice for those in need. As she continues her work, it is clear that her journey of resilience and strength is far from over. But will she be able to maintain this new role without sacrificing the privacy her family needs? The balance between public life and personal life is always delicate, especially for someone in the royal spotlight. Still, one thing is clear: Kate's story is no longer just about being a royal, it's about using her experiences to help others. Her journey has reshaped her, and as she continues this path, her commitment to her family, her health, and her advocacy work remains unwavering. Through it all, Kate's role as a mother has remained at the heart of her choices. Her children, though young, are growing up in a world that is constantly shifting, and Kate is determined to show them what true strength looks like. It's not about appearances or royal titles, it's about facing difficult days with grace, asking for help when needed, and never losing hope. Her journey has only just begun, and as she continues to navigate her path, she will undoubtedly inspire many others along the way. To follow Kate's evolving journey and her bold new role, don't miss our next video. Subscribe and join us as we dive deeper into her journey of transformation and advocacy.